Yo, what is going on, everybody? Ryan Bridge back for a brand new video. This time we are going to be basically saving the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's just gotten worse and worse. As time of recording this, they lost to the Knicks pretty badly. Melo was terrible. So let's just get into it. Now, coming into the NBA draft, we're probably just going to trade some players here. I don't even know if we have a draft pick, but I guess we'll find out. But yeah, first order of business, we're going to get rid of Cantor. So we're going back to last season. Basically, this is what the Oklahoma City Thunder should have done. Now, since Oladipo is still not necessarily... He's not going to be the player that he is in Indiana here. He's not even going to have anywhere close to the same ratings. He's still only a 77, so we're still going to trade him just like they did in real life. Now, Cantor for Tyler Johnson, that's probably a good one to think about just because he could be a good sixth man. Coming off the bench, he could be useful. Other than that, I think we're going to do this one, and we do. So, Enes Kanter, now a member of the Miami Heat, and we get back Tyler Johnson, who could be a good scorer for us. Probably off the bench, because I do want to find a better shooting guard than a 78 overall. And now let's get rid of Victor Oladipo. 21 million for a 77 overall is just not worth it. Dwight Howard, no, I don't want that. Couple first round picks from the Jazz just to clear the cap space. Maybe we'll think about it. I don't know where their picks will be anyway. There's Jordan Clarkson, Kenneth Faried, Jordan Clarkson, and Zubac. That could be a good one just because that adds a lot of depth to the team. Clarkson can be the backup point guard and definitely give Westbrook some relief if he does come out of the game. And it wouldn't be much of a drop-off. He got the first couple picks, but I think we're going to do this one for Clarkson, guys. Only giving up Victor Oladipo for two pretty good, pretty young players. So I think that's a winning trade for us. Yeah, the point guard situation is good now. Shooting guard is meh. Small forward needs a lot of help. The center position is good. I don't think necessarily have to target center at all. This is gonna be a tough one. Let's see. Okay, Alex Abrinas and Doug McDermott. Let's see what we can get for them. J.R. Smith, Robin Lopez, maybe. They both get paid a lot. There's Terry Rozier. He's cheap, and we can get a first-round pick out of it. Kent Bazemore costs way too much. Etwan Moore, Damari Carroll, Tyson Chandler, just a lot of guys that are going to cost a lot of money, basically. The 17th overall pick, but we, again, have to take Dellavedova. I think the best trade here is from the Celtics, honestly. Terry Rozier is a good point guard to have off the bench, and we get a first-round pick, so that's definitely the best trade we got offered. Now, I think point guard is obviously more than done. Center, more than done. So let's get rid of Sabonis and Kyle Singler. Cannot trade a first round pick, but we don't have, like, I don't even understand, like, the other pick was already traded. Like, I just don't want this pick anymore. Can I only do it from the draft? Like, I don't know. I don't understand. Sometimes it just doesn't make any sense. But it's okay, 2K. I don't forgive you, but, like, what am I going to do? It's you. I expect you to do stupid shit. So, second round pick. Let's see. Sabonis and Singler. Now we need small forward, we need power forward, and we need a good shooting guard. But I don't think we're going to get a good shooting guard from this one. So, give him to the Spurs for Kyle Anderson? Sure, let's do it. And we get a first-round pick out of it. So I think that overall that trade is pretty good. And in the draft, we end up selecting Justin Jackson, 21st overall. Some of the other guys available were Jordan Bell. There were a couple other guys, but I feel like Jackson was the best available. So in the draft, the Suns ended up taking Lonzo. Fultz went to the Celtics. Justin Jackson went to the Kings. The Lakers got Dennis Smith Jr. Zach Collins went pretty high. Ntilikina fell a lot. And Zhao Key went in the top 12. He went in the top 11, but that just sounds weird to say. Malik Monk fell all the way to 18. Now, if I would have known that, I would have traded up. But I just skipped right to our pick. Kuzma actually went pretty high, too. But obviously, he's not going to be as good as he is in real life. Only a 72. But yeah, Justin Jackson. You see some of the other guys who were available right there. Josh Hart, John Collins, Bam Adebayo. But I feel like Justin Jackson fits what we want to do. We want to have Westbrook be a driving force on the inside, kick it out to some shooters, and obviously we'll get Paul George involved as well in the offense. So I think we are also going to take back Jeremy Grant, but that's about it. And we do have some fixing of some of the settings on here to do. We're going to take off all the trade restrictions, and we're going to see if we can get the deal done for Paul George. Now, obviously, it might take us trading away one of these players we've acquired, just because we kind of already traded away Sabonis and Oladipo, so I don't think it would get it done anyway, so I think we might have to turn on the trade override just to make it realistic. Because to really get them, I think they're only going to end up trying to give us, like, the only way they'll take them is if we give them Russell Westbrook. And we know that's not realistic. We know that they ended up having to trade him for not a lot. So I think I still want to do that. I still want to get Paul George. Which is why I obviously said to get Paul George involved. So, yeah, I think we're going to have to force the trade. Because I don't think they're going to take anything other than that. So let's see. I think I'm not in the right spot here. Alright. Get out of there. And trade override. Turn it on. Oh, wait. Oh, go down to trade approval. That's the wrong one. And trade override. There we go. Alright. Now, for Paul George, I'd probably say one of the two guards we just acquired. Maybe a lower overall player and a couple first-round picks. For Paul George, I think that's a fair trade. It'll probably be Tyler Johnson just because I like Clarkson a little bit better. That's my preference. So other than that, maybe Kyle Anderson or Terry Rozier. Maybe even Grant. One of the three guys right there. Not going to trade him Jackson. Rozier, okay. I think Rozier is the move here just because we don't need all these point guards. And we'll give him the Spurs pick we just acquired. We'll give him a lottery protected. Oh, nope. Okay. We'll give him a first way in the future. And a second round pick. There we go. And obviously we're going to trade override. I think that was a fair enough trade for what they really got. So moving on to the free agency spots. Targeting JJ Redick to be that shooter. I think he would fit very well next to Westbrook. He doesn't need the ball in his hands at all. You just kick it out to him and he will knock down threes for you. I think that's the perfect kind of position. Or that's the perfect kind of player we need at the shooting guard position. But, yeah, we can't get a guy like Durant. We don't have any cap space, so we're going to have to probably free up some cap space, honestly, is what it's looking like, because we cannot afford anybody. But Darren Williams for the minimum seems like a good idea. And then Nay for the minimum. So we can get a couple guys off the minimum. We did end up, like, I think we've who did we get? Okay, let's try and get Taj back because we can get bird rights on him, and then maybe even trade him for something better. Michael Beasley, I think he should be. Oh my God, this new contract crap. All right, so we can get Darren Williams and Nene. I skipped past the moratorium period just because I actually hate it. It's actually like terrible. But we did end up getting a couple players. I'll show you who we got when we get there. There's Zoel. Yeah, he costs way too much. George Hill. Festus Ezeli to come off the bench. I mean, we don't really need him. It'd be a luxury to get some, like, another center on the squad. Pretty much. Because we have Zubac already. KCP would fit pretty nicely on the team. Centers, I don't even know why I'm bothering. As far as power forwards go, I might get Patterson back. Maybe David West. I don't know if that's realistic, though. But I want Michael Beasley. Beasley is the one I'm going to try and target. Just because I think he would fit well in the offense we'd be trying to run. As far as small forwards go, I think we do need a better small forward than whatever we got going on. But it's not there unless you're going to pay for Durant or maybe even Gallo, which we don't even have the money to even try. Maybe a guy like PJ Tucker, though, because he can play nice defense for us off the bench. So, we'll see about him. Other than that, though, I don't really see anybody I'm too interested in. As far as this goes, Meta World Peace. Let's bring in Meta World Peace. Let's just make this just, like, screw it. Bring in Meta. Bring in Leanne. or Leandro Barboza. Nah, we're gonna bring in hopefully we're gonna get Roberson back here, because I think he would be good for the squad. As far as point guards go, we could just do the same thing we did in real life, but okay, we're gonna have to do it next time. So we do get Michael Beasley. Gibson goes to the Pacers, interestingly enough. Alright. We can get... Okay, Mulling offers, obviously, Roberson, Tucker. Both Mulling. Michael Green, let's see if we can get him. Patterson, just in case we can't get Michael Green. Let's get into it. Tony Snell, PJ Tucker, and Andre Roberson. I definitely want Roberson out of the three of those guys. And I want to save that one last roster spot for one of the power forwards. Plus, we already have more than enough small forwards on the squad. So bringing in Roberson is just a plus. Bring in that extra defense. Michael Green or Patrick Patterson. I think I'm going to go Green here over Patterson. Sorry, Patrick. We're going to go Green here. Oh my god, he has an offer sheet, so I think hopefully Patrick Patterson forgives us and we can just go pick him up, because it's going to be a little awkward if we're just left out in the cold, basically. And we do get him. So let's just simulate forward. There's nothing left to do here. In fact, I will catch you guys at the beginning of the season. See you guys there. And we're back. So Russell Westbrook, JJ Redick. This is the starting lineup. These are all the guys we got. Westbrook, Redick, George, Bees. Oh wait, nope. Okay, forgot to adjust some things. Oh, first of all, moving Roberson to small forward position where he belongs. Jackson will stay at shooting guard. We'll move Clarkson to shooting guard. We'll have Deron Williams be the backup point guard. I think everything else should be fine. Now, Nene was just a cheap center option, but obviously I hope to still get Zubac a lot of playing time. So we got Westbrook, we got Clarkson, we got Paul George, we got Michael Beasley, we got Steven Adams as starting five. Very talented starting five. Westbrook and George getting plenty of minutes. Gonna be interesting to see how Steven Adams plays. He'll probably be the fourth option. So you got Redick, Roberson, and Nene as the first three off the bench. I think JJ Redick will be a fantastic six-man, although it might change. It might fluctuate between Clarkson and Redick. Other than that, you still got Zubac playing off the bench. So let's add two more guys to that, just so we can get Deron Williams and Roberson playing. Or excuse me, Patterson. Roberson was already playing. Duh. So everybody else is kind of screwed for minutes, but if we need them, if there's an injury or something, they'll be good to go. 'Cause I think this is a pretty good team. Honestly, this might be a better team than what they have now with Melo. I know Melo is an all-star compared to those guys, but just I feel like the chemistry would flow better with a team like this. Like a team with a guy like a JJ Redick next to a Russell Westbrook, and then you got an all-around scorer who can stay in the game at the guard position when Westbrook comes out, and Jordan Clarkson. So you're not really missing too much. Yeah, and we definitely needed a new coach. I don't think Billy Donovan is the coach for this team for the future, so we just signed a random created coach. And you can see the schedule here. I'm excited to get into it. Anything left to edit? I think I'm going to edit the scoring options really quickly. It'll be Westbrook, George, and then I think it's either going to be Clarkson or Adams. I think we're going to roll with Clarkson. And then Adams will probably be like the fourth option. Other than that, I'm pretty sure all this is good. I like pick and roll, patient, limit transition, protect the paint, physical defense, all good. So let's get into it, man. Start simulating some games, and I will check back in with you guys probably around the All-Star break. We'll see. So here we are. We got offered a trade for Chris Middleton for Jordan Clarkson. I don't understand why they would do this. He's better overall. He's a better shooter. And I think Middleton just all around, again, helps this team do what we want to do. We want Westbrook to be able to just drive, kick out to guys who can just nail shots for us and just be successful. And obviously it's been working, because now we're 37-18 at the All-Star break. Only behind the Minnesota Timberwolves. who have about a 2-game lead over us. The Rockets are right behind us, though. You can see the Timberwolves, what they did a little different. They signed Paul Millsap. They kept Zach LaVine. They kept Ricky Rubio. They drafted Jonathan Isaac. They got Nikola Mirotic as well. Some interesting moves. Wiggins is hurt right now, but he'll be back. It's not a season-ending injury. So obviously the Jimmy Butler trade never happens, but I think that Timberwolves team is still pretty good. I don't know if they're necessarily as good, but they're pretty good still. And then the Warriors lost Kevin Durant. We're gonna have to check and see where KD went, because they lost out on KD, and their bench is not looking great anymore. So you got John Wall, Bradley Beal. We could spoil it and check where Kevin Durant is now, but we'll save it. We'll just see it when we see it. Wow, Dwight Howard to the Sixers. Interesting choice by the Sixers, who clearly love their centers. They drafted De'Aaron Fox. That's good. Milwaukee Bucks, obviously, they have Clarkson now. The Bulls still have Jimmy Butler. And they added Rudy Gay, so a good 1-2 punch as far as scoring goes. Cavs still have Kyrie. Boston still has Isaiah, Avery Bradley, and Jay Crowder. And they added Nerlens, so that team's defense is pretty great. Just saying. And it's interesting how their top 3 players are all now on different teams, funnily enough. So, yeah, but that team is pretty talented with Noel. And then when Horford comes back, they'll have a 2-headed center monster. Clippers still have Chris Paul and DeAndre, but Blake Griffin is no longer a Clipper. The Grizzlies have Marc Gasol, Mike Conley. Dirk left the Mavericks to go to the Grizzlies, just to the old folks center. The Hawks have Schroeder. They kept Tim Hardaway Jr. and they added KCP. Interesting guard dynamic there, because they also have Rondo off the bench. The Heat still have Whiteside. They have Bosh. They have Dragic. They have Cantor as well. The Hornets have Nick Batum. And obviously, pretty much the same team for the Hornets. The Jazz still kept Gordon Hayward. And Kevin Durant goes to the Sacramento Kings, of all places. Wow. He joins Josh Jackson, Willie Cauley-Stein, a whole really young team. An interesting choice for Durant. Buddy Hield, Darren Collison. Not the team you'd expect Durant to go to. So, I'm just shocked. Like, why go to a team like the Kings? You're going to leave guys like Steph Curry for Buddy Hield, Darren Collison, Scal, Bissiere. Knicks, they kept around Derrick Rose. That's a interesting choice. Lakers still have D'Angelo Russell. They have Mason Plumlee. They have Victor Oladipo. They have Jared Sullinger. They drafted Dennis Smith Jr. Still a good young team. They just added some more young players to it. They did add Chandler Parsons, though. I don't know why you do that. The Mavericks, nothing crazy. Blake Griffin. So the Mavericks replaced one legendary power forward with Blake Griffin. The Nets kept around Brook Lopez, and there's Danilo Gallinari. Alright, so enough of looking at all that. Let's just simulate to the end of the season and see where the OKC Thunder stand, what position we get, and how well we can do in the playoffs. Let's get it. So LeBron wins the MVP. That's interesting. Lonzo wins the Rookie of the Year with the Phoenix Suns, 10-4-6. So a good rookie season for Lonzo. DeAndre, Defensive Player. Most Improved, Nikola Jokic. I think that year kind of passed already. And T. Lue, Coach of the Year, Steph. Harden, LeBron, KD, and Nikola Jokic all the first team. No Westbrook, no George. Westbrook is on the All-NBA second team. No Paul George anywhere on the All-NBA teams. All defensive teams. Steph Curry on an all-defensive team. Guys, 2K's gotten even worse. All rookie first team. Jared Allen. Of course, he's playing for the Warriors. Why wouldn't he? De'Aaron Fox, Josh Jackson, Lauri Markkanen, and Lonzo Ball. So 2 Kings. All rookie second. Dennis Smith Jr., Jonathan Isaac, Donovan Mitchell, Malik Monk, and Zach Collins. So here we go. We are facing off against the San Antonio Spurs. Probably the most dangerous 6 seed you'll ever see. Jesus, how do we get stuck with the Spurs in the first round? How do they end up finishing the 6th seed? Are you kidding me right now? They added Tony Allen, so their defense is even better. They still got LaMarcus, Kawhi, Pau Gasol, Danny Green, David Lee. So their bench is not all that strong, gotta admit. I'm not really too afraid of their bench. But their starting 5, I mean, they obviously have superstars in Kawhi and LaMarcus. I guess you could call a star. But I think we have 2 superior stars, if I do say so myself. And I'm saying in reference to like a combination of Westbrook and George. I'm not going to get into an argument with Kawhi, or whether it's Kawhi or Westbrook. But we can check out all the stats. Here they are for the season. Westbrook finished with 19 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Crazy season. Paul George finished shooting very well, especially from the field, over 50%. Chris Middleton shot well for us. PG, 17 points, 5 rebounds. Chris Middleton with 10, almost 11. JJ Redick also with almost 11. Michael Beasley puts up 9 with 4 rebounds. Steven Adams, got to get those rebounds up a little bit, buddy. Only 5.5 rebounds compared to guys like Westbrook, who has like 8. Paul George almost has as many rebounds as you per game. I mean, I get you got Zubac and Nene taking some rebounds and minutes away, but you're playing like 28 minutes a game. You only get 5.5 rebounds as a 7-footer. No. Darren Williams, in relief of Westbrook, puts up 6 points, 3 assists. And overall, just I think we have a pretty good bench, which is another one of the reasons why I give us a chance against probably any team in the West right now. So we do beat, or we win the first 2 games. 3-0. Can we sweep the Spurs right now? Nope. But we do win in 5. So who we got next? It's either going to be the Timberwolves, who are going to be a tough matchup, but I think we can win it, as the Bulls completely upset the Boston Celtics, who I thought were going to do really well in these playoffs. But Nerlens doesn't put up any points. Marcus Smart has a terrible night. Isaiah, 9 for 19. 5 for 12 from 3. Meanwhile, Butler and D-Wade, any D-Wade team just turns up in the playoffs, man. Just how it goes. 5-game series. Crazy. Alright, so here we go. Against the Timberwolves, you also got the Clippers and the Rockets, as the Golden State Warriors lose in round 1 by a point in Game 7, as Ian Clark is their leading scorer. And then you got either Jordan or Jamal Crawford leading the charge for the Clippers. Not Chris Paul, not DeAndre. Wow, I don't know how it got all messed up here. Let's fix that. Come on. There we go. I'm assuming that's Jamal Crawford with the 37 and then Jordan with 15. But come on, Chris. How you let those two be the leading scorers and basically carry you to a Game 7 win? Unbelievable. The nerve. And then Ian Clark on the other side leading the Warriors, but at least Steph was right there. Chris Paul was like the 5th or 6th leading scorer for that team. So the Kings with Kevin Durant could only get a game off the Timberwolves. I think, personally, Kevin Durant should have stayed in Golden State. If I was Kevin Durant, that's what I would have done. The Sixers are in the second round. I guess most of the East looks alright. I'd probably swap, like, the Bulls. Obviously, the Bulls with the Bucks, and maybe put the Heat in the second round. That's probably what I would do. Or maybe the Pistons. One of those 2 teams. And the West, obviously the Clippers for the Warriors, and then the Spurs and the Timberwolves can maybe swap. But I mean, OKC, if they can turn around, I still think they have a good shot at making the second round of the West. But let's see. We win Game 1 by a lot, 22-point win. We lose Game 2 by 3. That sucks. You gotta, man, if we could have took a 2-0, oh my god, and then we lose another game by 3 points at home. Don't go down 3-1. Oh, man, a 2-point loss? This is such a close series, but we're down 3-1. It's gonna be nearly, and we're gone. Unbelievable. Wow. Well, I guess that's going to do it. It's the Cavs and the Rockets. Thanks, everybody, so much for watching. If you enjoyed, as always, make sure you absolutely wreck that like and subscribe button. I really tried my best. I hope you feel like I improved the team. Have a great day, everybody. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys on next time. Peace out.